So here's where the fun begins, everyone. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Fisher. I just got done recording a little blip on my inmate reading from letters from inmates in prison, but this is the other side. This is the side like that changes the entire trajectory of people's lives. Like, that's the impact. And this was the first one I pulled out of the stack. First one. Not all of them are going to have a basketball and be this cool and colorful, but it's kind of cool. Like, Mr. Fisher, I wish to thank you for your time and sharing your message of encouragement and help for all the students. You show helping others can save lives. Your message has encouraged me to never try drugs and alcohol. Never try drugs and alcohol. Because it can lead to hurting whoever is closest to you and can make it harder to accomplish your dreams in life. I'm so happy you are here to help young people who are going through similar circumstances. Yours truly. You can see I'm tearing up, man. This is a middle school kid. And if I planted that seed that he doesn't want to drink or do drugs ever in his life, and he sticks to that, his entire life changes. Everything. His financial situation, his education, his family, his relationships, everything changes. Like, think about that. I'm not saying I'm the greatest speaker in the world, not even close. I don't have a magic pill or magic fix to save people. I don't. But I do get to save people. I do get to alter lives. And I don't just alter lives for that moment. Oh, great speech, and they forget about it the next day. That's what happens with 90% of the speakers. I'm sorry. You come in and you might be all of energy and exciting and totally cool, and the next day those kids forget about you. Because it's an act, it's entertainment. But like this, let's just say hypothetically, this kid never uses drugs or alcohol again in his life. Just between his 8th grade year and the end of his college career, just from a financial perspective, depending on how hard he gets into those things, that is a $80,000 save to his financial life. $80K doesn't sound like a whole lot transformative-wise, but think about that $80K when you are in middle school and high school and a college student. With any financial education, and in his 18th year, he takes that money that he spends $400, $500, $1,000, maybe $2,000 a month. Instead of spending that on drugs and alcohol, he puts it into an index fund. That $500, that $1,000, that $2,000 a month from the time he's 18 till the time he graduates college turns into a house. A down payment on a house, which gives him leverage 10 years down the road when he wants to pull out to start a business and he doesn't have any access to capital because banks are shutting down and they don't give you anything based off of hopes and dreams. They see you for what your revenue is. So he takes out an asset protected value that he has because he put money into the stock market when 18 years old because he didn't use drugs and alcohol. Now he can start that business. Now he has that room to run to where 93% of businesses fail in the first 3 years. Now he's got that protective asset that he used to get the capital he needed to start and be effective from the gate. So it's not just about stopping people from using drugs and alcohol. It's about giving them the tools to survive for the next 60, 80 years of their life. How many people can say that? How many people can do that for people? Sorry, there's not many. There's not many. So it's not thank you, Mr. Fisher. It's thank you to this kid. Because this there's no financial. People complain about paying me money to come speak to their schools. I've had to turn down over 800 schools because I couldn't afford to pay me. And trust me, I'm one of the cheapest speakers on the market, especially for middle schools and high schools, because I don't want to outprice myself because of what I'm trying to build. 800 schools with students like this, not one student. We are talking tens of 20s of 30s of 40,000 students that I would have had letters like this from, who would have changed their entire life. So that's what I do. That's what Life Consequences is about. So for all of you that have a little bit of extra money in your bank account and you want to donate and get 100% tax deduction by actually doing something good with your money, lifecon.org, because this is where your money goes. It goes to schools who can't afford a speaker. We do our events for free when we have enough donations. The problem is I have to charge schools. When you charge schools, it takes a lot longer and red tape. If I have money, if I have enough donations, I can go do 150, 200 speeches a year for free for schools. Imagine doing this to 100 schools with anywhere between 300 and 3,000 students in that gym. If I speak to 100,000 students and somebody drops $500K to do that, to cover all travel, all expenses, everything that's there, $500K to do 500 speeches or 100 speeches. Do you know how many lives I will save? Do you know how many tens of millions of dollars in overdose protection and suicide prevention that I do? We calculated $1.4 billion that I've probably saved this U.S. economy by the stopping drunk drivers. Let alone the entire lives I change. And this is one letter. I have thousands of these.